Okay, hello everyone. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the session. So, आज का हमारा topic है para jumbles. I know a lot of you had asked me for this particular lesson. आपने बोला था कि para jumbles लेके आओ मैम, हमको para jumbles की practice कराओ. So guys, as I always say, your wish is my command, and that's why today I've got for you the lesson on para jumbles. Okay. Hello, good evening, Ritika. I'm good. आप कैसे हो? Hello, Vikas. Welcome to the session. Okay, so today guys, we're going to have a good discussion on para jumbles. Hi Achal, good evening. Welcome to the session. Good evening guys. I hope आप सबकी preparation अच्छे से चल रही होगी. And guys, I hope all of you have watched the RC video that I released, जिसमें I'm talking about skimming and scanning and exactly what techniques you can apply in order to make your RC a lot easier. But please make sure guys that you're part of these daily lessons. Okay, happy to see you as well. Okay, so guys, let's get started. Para jumbles. Okay, now this is one topic guys, जिन्होंने CAT exam दिया था, okay, या जिन्होंने CAT exam के लिए prepare किया था, they always feel that ठीक है, you know, कि para jumbles है, थोड़े difficult है, because वहाँ पे options नहीं आते. And this year, even the CAT students were in for a surprise because there were no questions on para jumbles. But आपने पूरे साल मेहनत तो काफ़ी की होगी. And that मेहनत will actually help you in the OMETs as well. Okay. वहाँ पे options नहीं आते, so it becomes a lot difficult. But para jumbles is not at all a topic that you should fear for Maharashtra CET examination. Not at all, because it's simple. They are straightforward questions, and at the same time you have options. Most of the, you have options in order to help you with the order. So it's an easy task. ये कभी नहीं आया, correct? And that was like a big, मतलब actually आप खुश हुए होगे तो भी आप थोड़े से उदास होगे, like it was a double-edged sword करते करते और नहीं आया. But yes, OMETs में आपको उसकी preparation काफ़ी help की होगी. I'll just post the link of our session on the groups so that everybody can join in. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so today what we're going to prep for is para jumbles. ठीक है, topic simple है guys, practice करनी है हमको बस. See, when it comes to para jumbles, first you have to understand what is the approach. Okay, do you have to find out the opening sentence first? Do you have to then build an order? Do you have to figure out subsets first? Now, because there are options, okay, finding a strong subset or finding a strong mandatory pair is what is going to help you the most. Okay, तो हमको सबसे ज़्यादा उस चीज़ पे focus करना है कि we find a strong pair. Okay, and also yes, figuring out an opening sentence can help us to eliminate answer options and narrow down the choices. So exactly what is the theory behind this? First, let me explain that to you, and then we'll move on to practice. ठीक है? So generally paragraphs का flow कैसे होता है? They start with the most general statement. When I say they start with the most general statement, they start with the broadest statement. Broadest का मतलब ये नहीं है कि the statement which is the longest. Broadest का मतलब वो नहीं निकाल रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि आप longest statement की बात कर रहे हो. आप बोल रहे हो broadest in terms of scope, concept and subject. Like for example, if there's a sentence which talks about India and there's a sentence which talks about the entire world. So world is broader than India. Like if I say, okay, the pandemic affected millions of people across the world. So world, millions of people, these kinds of words indicate that, okay, this sentence is broad in terms of its scope. ठीक है, तो आप general statement से शुरू करते हो, then you can give explanation, examples, and then finally reach your conclusion. So the opening sentence that we generally select is the sentence which is the most general statement or the broadest statement in terms of concept. Hi Jay, welcome to the session. Okay, next. For example, global recession, globe, broad. Then you talk about the impact on India, specific. And then you narrow it down to, let's say, a particular sector, like let's say the automobile sector. Okay, so globe, India and a particular sector. You're understanding the pattern. So you're going from broad to narrow, 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 and then specific. Good evening, Omkar. Welcome to the session. इसका opposite होता है, and most of the sentences are, most of the paragraphs are the general essay type. इसका जो opposite होता है वो personal essay type है, wherein you start with a specific statement. Like for example, you say, okay, recently I visited a trade fair on, let's say, Ayurved, and I found that, तो आप एक पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस या एक पर्सनल एनेक्डोट से शुरू करते हो. Then you highlight the social significance or general note, like, okay, we have such good, alternate medicinal options, and, you talk about the social significance and we need to popularize this on the world platform. तो आप एक पर्सनल इंसिडेंट से या आप एक पर्सनल इश्यू को हाईलाइट करते हो और फिर आप उसको जनरलाइज करके बात करते हो कि नाउ लेट्स फोकस ऑन दिस, और दिस इज नॉट जस्ट समथिंग दैट आई हैव फेस्ड, दिस इज समथिंग दैट एवरीबडी इज फेसिंग. Okay, so you highlight it then on a general note. For instance, you talk about, okay, let's say poor management of local beaches at one of your recent vacations, and then you talk about, like, okay, this is a problem of safety which all of us experience and we need to do something about it. So it's very important that you understand what kind of a paragraph is it. For example, अगर आपको लगता है कि author कुछ compare कर रहा है, तो उसका flow कैसे होगा? The author will start by stating what is being compared, then he will give you the relative merits, demerits, and then he will give you the result कि अच्छा ये better है. For example, if they are comparing traditional farming versus organic farming, पहले author वैसे ही शुरू करेगा कि ठीक है, पहले okay, let's start with the comparison of traditional and organic, then you'll give the relative merits, demerits, ठीक है, organic farming ऐसे अच्छा है या traditional farming ऐसे cost effective है, और so on and so forth. And then last में आपका result या judgment आएगा. So understanding the para flow will help you arrange the sentences कि ठीक है, introduction में क्या आएगा, okay, conclusion में क्या आएगा. For example, if it's a story, so you will arrange the incidents in the order in which it happened. Okay, if it's chronological order, अगर बहुत सारी dates mentioned है, like generally if it's a historical passage, तब आप उनको उनके dates के मुताबिक लगाओगे, from past, present, future, chronological order में लगाओगे. Chrono means time, so according to time, या logical sequence में. अब logical sequences क्या होते हैं? अगर आपको कभी भी एक sentence मिलता है कि आपको लगता है okay, this is a definition, or the author is introducing a new term here, तो वो हम पहले लगाएंगे. अगर एक problem statement है तो वो आप पहले लगाओगे naturally, right? Problem will come after, problem will come before solution. These are all logical, मतलब बहुत easy structures है guys, जो common sense पे based है. आपको you have to understand the nature of the sentences. अगर 4 statements problem के बारे में है और एक statement solution के बारे में है, तो of course the solution will come later. Okay, so story है, उसके बाद moral आएगा, cause के बाद effect आएगा. तो आपको statement के nature identify करना है, और उस हिसाब से you will know how the flow will happen. So one part of para jumble is understanding the logical flow, कि कोई भी बंदा कैसे लिखेगा. ठीक है, आप पहले solution देके फिर तो problem नहीं बोलोगे, आप naturally पहले problem बोलोगे फिर solution बोलोगे. ठीक है, so one part of it is logic, it's common sense. The second part of it is language, understanding the language clues. ठीक है, जैसे for example, you know that if one says a research and that says the research or the study, a research is general and the would be specific. तो वो बाद में आएगा, पहले आप general से शुरू करोगे, then you will keep referring to it as the. Good evening Nandini, welcome to the session. Adjectives, अगर 2-3 adjectives है, good, better, best, first you will arrange it as good, better, best. Consumers have little difficulty, governments find change harder than consumers. So पहले हम ये consumers का statement लगाएंगे, फिर हम governments का statement लगाएंगे. So it's not rocket science, okay? It's just basic common sense and application of basic grammar rules. But यहाँ पे कई students गलत चले जाते हैं, because either they've been misguided or they've been misinformed कि ठीक है, you cannot start a para jumble with but, or you cannot start a para jumble with this, etc. ये सब आप misconceptions हटा दो. Every para jumble is different. Why can't I start a para with but? I can start a para with but. For example, but for you, I would not be here today. तो हर word एक अलग तरीके से भी use हो सकता है. Okay, so please make sure कि आप कोई misconceptions पे नहीं base हो. Yes, but always focus on these words. Now students feel कि ठीक है, if there's a statement with thus in it, वो definitely last में आएगा. नहीं, thus is a conclusion word, but it is not necessarily conclusion of the whole para. It could also be just a conclusion of an idea or a pair. ठीक है, तो मे बी इट इज गोइंग टू कम सेकेंड और इट कैन कम थर्ड ऑल्सो, ठीक है. तो yes, you have to focus on these cues, you have to focus on these language indicators, but there is no hard and fast rule कि ठीक है हमेशा therefore conclusion में आएगा. These are conclusion words, means conclusion of an idea. Okay, so आपको हर पैरा में लॉजिकल क्लूज और लैंग्वेज क्लूज दोनों को आइडेंटिफाई करना है, एंड ओनली देन यू विल बी एबल टू अरेंज द पैराग्राफ इन द राइट ऑर्डर. Okay, is that clear, guys? Yes. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll practice and then we'll see how we can use these indicators better. Okay, let's start with the practice, guys. The first question is on your screen. Isko try karo and tell me the right arrangement. Option E is if you feel that there is no change in the order, which rarely happens, but again, you never know. But okay, then it will be option E. Come on, let's get started, guys. First question on your screen. Great, come on, guys. चलो जल्दी से प्रैक्टिस करके बताओ. Come on, everyone. Come on, everyone. First question, try this out. Yes, of course, Ritika. So pronouns and nouns, you know, like this, those, singular, plural, it, they help you link, you know, if you link a noun and a pronoun together, you directly get your mandatory pair. And that I'm going to show you in these two questions especially. So you've hit the nail on the mark. Very good. Come on. Okay, Shravani says D. What about the others? Okay, 3 are D. अच्छा, I think the D. Okay, you feel it's D. ओमकार भी बोल रहा है D. Come on, everyone. Easy topic है, guys. बस थोड़ा सा focus and you'll get the answer right. Okay, you say D. Then how can I, you know, go against it? Correct. The answer option is D. Wonderful. Let's discuss why. Okay. See, guys, आपके reasons कुछ और हो सकते हैं, मेरे reasons कुछ और हो सकते हैं. The final thing is you get the right answer. Like you would have made a different mandatory pair. I would have made a different mandatory pair. Let me just show you which were the obvious clues which would have helped you get this answer really fast. Okay. Good, Ankit. Now, but in terms of practical value, they do not impress very much. Now, you know that they is a plural pronoun. So, you have to link it with some plural nouns. Creative work should be a watchword. We all do a lot of talking and theorizing. The affluent or the rich society can contribute a lot in this respect. In which respect? What we need today is practical work. Now, अगर आप ये देखोगे, they do not impress very much. They is plural. Now, this they cannot be practical work because that is singular. They cannot be creative work because that is singular. Okay, they cannot be society because society is also singular. So, this they refers to talking and theorizing. So, we do a lot of talking and theorizing and just believe, you know, talk. But that does not have any practical value. Sif theory, theorize करना does not really have any practical value. So we know that C and A का link होगा, जो इन दोनों options में नहीं है, या तो इधर है या इधर है. Okay, C and A का एक link है. So that is the first thing. That is the first way. The affluent society can contribute a lot in this respect. In which respect? In practical work, in creative work. So in A बोल रहे हैं, in terms of practical value, they do not impress very much. तो उसका substitute क्या होगा? What we need today is practical work. What we need today is creative work. ठीक है? तो E और B आ जाएगा. And last you say that the affluent society can help in this respect. In which respect? In this creative work या practical work का respect. Wonderful. The answer option is D. Come on, try the next question and I'll take Omkar's question. Okay, when do we use it? Is it used in contrasting ideas? Okay, notwithstanding is same as ki irrespective of. Okay, for example, if I give you a statement ki it was raining heavily, full stop. You went to the market. Okay, now I have to attach it. मतलब अगर मेरे को किसी को join करना है तो मैं बोलूँगी क्या, notwithstanding the rain you went to the market. मतलब irrespective of the rain, उसको मतलब without considering it or irrespective of it or despite the rain or in spite of the rain, all of these are similar. Got it? Did you understand this? See, these words na, they'll help you link ideas. Like you'll know, okay, should I link contradictory ideas together or should I link similar ideas together? So notwithstanding is exactly the same as in spite of or despite. So notwithstanding the rainfall, I went to the market. Notwithstanding, let's say you have a cold or a cough, the cold or cough, I went to the examination hall. The same thing. Okay, wonderful. Come on guys, second question. Come on everyone. Second one. नहीं, बारिश को मद्देनजर रखते हुए नहीं, बारिश के बावजूद भी, notwithstanding is बावजूद, उसके बावजूद भी, अगर आप बारिश को मद्देनजर रख रहे होते तो आप नहीं जाते बाहर. Come on, second question. जो नाम आप लोग रख के आते हो सच में. Come on guys, second question. Everyone's just joined in. Para jumble question on your screen. You have to try your hands at the second one. Hello. Okay, Nandini says C. What about the others? Achal says B. Ankit A. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे anyone for D? यहाँ पे confusion आ गया है. ठीक है, सुनो, I'll explain this and then I'll tell you what the right answer is. Indian political life has been dominated by a sentiment of opposition to alien rule. Foreign rule, okay? Alien rule is foreign rule. Thus, social and political atmosphere is not suitable for democracy. And the leaders idealized tradition. See, I'm just highlighting the language clues. The constitution was not the product of the urge for freedom. Consequently, democratic aspirations were relegated to the background. Relegated to the background means it was pushed to the background. Okay? Consequently, so you have to understand the meaning of this word. Consequently means as a result of. Okay? As a result of. ठीक है, now इसको एकदम से easy करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Let's understand what is the answer. A and D में confusion है आपको. Okay, let's understand the answer here. See, I'll tell you a very simple logic और आपको answer मिल जाएगा. एक बहुत simple सा fact है. Indian political life has been dominated by a sentiment of opposition to alien rule. First of all, this introduces the context. What is the context? India. ठीक है, ये पूरा passage leaders कहाँ के leaders? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कहाँ का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? डेमोक्रेटिक एस्पिरेशंस कहाँ के डेमोक्रेटिक एस्पिरेशंस? यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडिया. ठीक है, तो हमको वी नीड द कॉन्टेक्स्ट टू बी स्टेटेड फर्स्ट. तो दैट इज व्हाई द ओपनिंग सेंटेंस विल बी ए एंड दैट इज वेरी क्लियर. द ओपनिंग सेंटेंस विल बी ए एंड दैट इज क्लियर. दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. अब एक सेकेंड चीज एंड देन यू विल गेट योर आंसर. Social and political atmosphere is not suitable for democracy. Present tense is leaders idealized tradition. Past tense, constitution was not the product of. Past tense, democratic aspirations were relegated. Past tense, तो आप पहले past tense लगाओगे, फिर आप present की बात करोगे, तो B would be the last statement, right? आप EDC जो past tense की बात कर रहे हैं, आप उसको पहले लगाओगे ना. तो what is your answer? Your answer option is directly C. That's all. तो आपको you have to play with the options. Now see, there could be other reasons as well. ठीक है, other और भी कई चीजें हो सकते हैं that we will need to consider. So what are the other things? Like Indian political life has been dominated by a sentiment of opposition to alien rule. Like that was the main driving force. So democratic aspirations were relegated to the background. This was at the foreground. If this was dominating, this was at the background. एक चीज आगे है, मतलब किसी चीज को पीछे पुश करके वो आगे आई है, तो दैट इज वाई ए एंड ई का एक लिंक होगा. सो देयर कैन बी लाइक सो मेनी वेज इन विच यू कुड हैव फिगर्ड दिस आउट. ओके, गॉट इट गाइस? क्लियर? ओके, next one, third question. Come on, try this out. Third one. Come on, everyone. Come on, guys. Third question. Good. Come on, everyone. Third question. इन पे फोकस करो. C. Okay, either B or C. B. Okay, just look at this clue. And the number of substandard institutions has increased. This is a negative thing. कुछ बुरा हो रहा है. और क्या बुरा हुआ है? Okay, और क्या बुरा हुआ है? It is true that the standard has fallen in the general sector. First of all, this is talking about the sector. So ये पहले आएगा. You have to start with D. Okay, sorry, you have to start with B. I'm sorry. ठीक है, आपको लग रहा है कि okay, we will start with B. Right? It is true that standard has fallen in the general sector. Okay, now, but guys, I just want you to be very open-minded here and just consider this. Okay, I will just show you this. See, whenever we generally select the opening sentence now, whenever there are 2 or 3 good possibilities, you might feel, okay, some say that quantitative expansion is achieved at the expense of quality. Like you might think, nahi, ye hamara opening sentence nahi ho sakta, because it's starting with some say and with sector and all of that. But you know, don't close, like is question mein at least I wouldn't want you to select an opening sentence first. I would mainly want you to build a pair first. Okay, like if you build a mandatory pair, it's better, because grammatically मुझे B और D में दोनों में कोई difference नहीं लगता है. मतलब grammatically दोनों हो सकते हैं. Yeah, you were confused where to put D. Okay, now listen to this. Okay, इसको देखते हैं. एक लिंक जो हम डेफिनेटली बना सकते हैं वो है B और E का. This you agree with? Standard has fallen and the number of substandard institutions has increased. This clearly shows that the standard has fallen. The standard has fallen and the number of substandard institutions has increased. So we definitely have a subset called as BE. This I'm clear, all of you are sure with. Okay, ये तो आपको सबको समझ में आ गया होगा. तो हम BE को एक बार लेके चलते हैं. ये नहीं हो सकता. Okay, ये नहीं हो सकता. Either it's going to be B or it's going to be C. Okay, and अब दोनों में CA भी common है. In a period of expansion, it is inevitable, but there are omissions and commissions in planning. तो CNA वैसे भी they've given it to us fixed, तो हमको इतना कुछ सोचने का जरूरत नहीं है वहाँ पे. The only question is where are you going to put the statement D? हम लोग D को कहाँ लगाएंगे? So just look at D. Some say that quantitative expansion is achieved at the expense of quality. Can I say that this is the topic? ये topic है ना? Because quantitative expansion मतलब substandard institutions, मतलब number of institutions has boomed. Now you'll tell me, ma'am, फिर भी बीच में भी आ सकता है. I'm not convinced. बीच में भी आ सकता है. Now, look at the way the sentence is framed, para is framed. some say, general opinion, it is true. The author is giving his opinion. So general opinion is कि हाँ, quantitative expansion is achieved at the expense of quality. This is more like a general adage. This is more like a general saying or something which is applicable across everywhere. Okay, it's like more like a general saying. Just some say that honesty is the best policy, sort of like that. So some say that quantitative expansion is achieved at the expense of quality. मगर मतलब आपको अगर quantity बढ़ानी है तो quality घटेगी. And it is true. This adage, it is true, and this has happened. We have seen that it is true that the standard has fallen in the general sector. Standard गिर गया है, quality गिर गई है, and quantity बढ़ गया है. So B and E are more like examples of D, or B and E are more like, okay, a real life practical application of the theory mentioned in D. Okay, yes, very good. This is much better as an opening sentence. So answer option will be B. Wonderful. Okay guys, fourth one. Come on. Next question. Come on everyone. But guys, some para jumbles ना, मतलब अगर आपको एक mandatory pen नहीं मिल रहा है, like the first 30 seconds, I would say in the first round, आप उसको, उस question को छोड़ो और आगे बढ़ो, and then later probably in the second round you can go and have a look at it. Okay, try the fourth one now. Come on. It may also be, moreover, it should be free from corruption, save itself. This is a solution. तो problem statements कौन से हैं? Okay, yes, correct spelling, Ritika. So adage is more like a general saying. Okay, you can call it as an adage, or you can call it as a maxim, MAXIM, or you call it as a precept. Okay, it basically means a general saying, like a statement of general truth or a statement of general saying. Okay, like for example, you are on your own in this world. This could be an adage. Okay, Omkar says D. What about the others? Come on. Opening sentence clearly D है. You don't even have to think about it. Context से start करें हम लोग. Like India has been described as the largest democracy. ये याद रखो कि problem पहले आएगा. So there is a danger that it may become formal. So DA is justified. DA is justified. There should also be a deep concern for national welfare. This is another solution. It should be free, moreover, another solution. Democracy can save itself by constant renewal. This is the start of the solution. So पहले हम C से start करेंगे, उसके बाद E, A या AE जैसे भी दिया है वो आप सोच लेना, क्योंकि also and moreover है. The start of the solution is C. So that's why the answer option will be D, A, C, E, B. So we start with the solution subset. The solution subset starts with C. It can save itself by constant renewal. Also, there should be a deep concern for national welfare. Also, moreover, it should be free from corruption and so on and so forth. Okay, and आप लोग पूछोगे मैम EB क्यों? EB इसीलिए EB क्यों लगा रहे हैं हम? EB इसीलिए लगा रहे हैं क्योंकि E में जो it है, that is democracy. So C and E is closer. Okay, good, very good guys. अब एक और pattern आता है, in the examination. Yeah, just try this one out. 2 statements are fixed, 1 and 6 is fixed. You have to arrange the ones in the middle. Come on, try this one out. This is easier. 2 statement fixed है, introduction दिया है, conclusion दिया है. C के conclusion से पहले क्या आना चाहिए, introduction के बाद में क्या आना चाहिए. Try to work with pairs with 1 and 6. Come on everyone. Come on, guys. Okay, Ankit says A, Jay says D. What about the others, guys? Come on. Okay, just rethink this once, guys. Mosquitoes are one of the worst enemies of mankind. The most important thing is to prevent their breeding. They spread horrible diseases like malaria. We ourselves can do a lot to save ourselves. Solution from the attack of mosquitoes. Municipalities and corporations have accepted it as their bounden duty to destroy mosquitoes. This is also in a way a solution. Plus, this can be linked to the point that we ourselves also can do a lot apart from what the municipalities and corporations can do. Life will be many times pleasanter if only we can wipe out mosquitoes from the face of the earth. Okay, so we have started out with one. Mosquitoes are one of the worst enemies of mankind. Now, obviously, aap puchoge kyun? Right, why are you calling them one of the worst enemies of mankind? Okay, the reason why you are, calling them one of the worst enemies of mankind is because they spread horrible diseases like malaria. They over here refers to mosquitoes. So guys, can I say that one के बाद B आएगा? Yes, can I say safely one के बाद B आएगा, guys? Will all of you agree with this? Okay, you're sure of it. हाँ, थोड़े से late पहुंच रहे हैं when I feel that. Okay, so I'm going to have B, right, as the next statement. And the most important thing is to prevent their breeding. We ourselves can do a lot to save ourselves from the attack of mosquitoes. Municipalities and corporations have accepted as a bounden duty to destroy mosquitoes. Yeah, so which is the start of the solution? What do you think? Which is the start of the solution? क्या लगता है आपको? Come on, everyone. Because you're divided between A and D. Half of you have said A, half of you have said D. So what are your reasons? Batao. What do you think? You will agree with this कि पहले D आएगा फिर C आएगा. Like municipalities and corporations are working on it, but we ourselves can do a lot to save. And what can we do? Like we can do a lot of it, but the most important thing out of that lot is to prevent breeding. So that solution subset will be D, C and then A. ओके मतलब म्यूनसिपैलिटीज एंड कॉर्पोरेशंस आर वर्किंग. हम भी बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो हम कर सकते हैं कि हम उनका ब्रीडिंग प्रिवेंट करें. सो करेक्ट, द आंसर ऑप्शन इज डी. वंडरफुल गाइस, वेरी गुड. क्लियर एवरीवन? गॉट इट? यस? ओके, वंडरफुल. तो गाइस वी विल स्टॉप हियर, okay, for today's session. And guys, I would urge everyone to enroll for the Maharashtra CET course. आप सोच रहे होगे एक ही हफ्ता बाकी है, the prices have been slashed. But guys, अगर आपके कुछ lessons छूट गए हैं, आप उसको attend कर सकते हो. 5 live mock tests है जो आप दे सकते हो, okay, और practice questions है. Yes, correct Ritika. So guys, please make sure कि आप लोग subscription जल्दी से लो, and there's a sale which is going on for 999 only. And guys, most important thing, कल marathon session है. It starts at 5 PM and goes on for 5 hours, ending with the reasoning class. Okay, तो all areas marathon होगा ये. So I'll be meeting you from 5 to 6. फिर 6 के बाद आशीष सर आएंगे 6 से 8 बजे तक. फिर 8 बजे से लेके 10 बजे तक अमित सुराना सर रहेंगे. So Saturday 5 PM and Sunday 1 PM. Okay, Jay, don't worry. In one of these marathon sessions, I'll take up more questions on critical reasoning. Okay, and if you have any specific doubts, you can reach out to me on Telegram today as well. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so I'll take it as an indirect compliment then. Okay, so guys, please make sure कि आप लोग attend करो ये sessions, and thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone, and I will see you all soon. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Ritika. Oh God. Okay, of course. All the best.